Motor City, what's going on? It's your boy T, back at it again with another episode of Talking with T. Let's get into it. Let's get after it, man. On this channel, we talk about Detroit sports and we chase down the best version of ourselves. If that interests you, do me a favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow and get in the algorithm. And I really appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to rock with me, T. So let's dive right into the video. In today's video, we react to the Pistons Game 2 victory in the Summer League against the Washington Wizards. Poison Ivy getting hurt. We're going to talk about that. Isaiah Livers going crazy last night. Jalen Duren, how much of a factor, how much better he's already getting in Game 2. Braxton Key, and things that the Pistons need to get better at moving forward, because we cannot be blowing these leads, and this has been a pattern every single year for every single game for the last couple of years. The Pistons blowing big leads, Pistons not being able to close games out, but we'll talk about that later in the video. Let's get into Poison Ivy's injury. It sucks he got injured, but yesterday in that first 5 minutes of that game, he was taking over, and even late in the game, Doris Burke was saying when Ivy was in that game, it was like it was electrifying. He was in there, it was looking like John Morant. Every time he had the ball, you were expecting something to happen. You had him, whether it was a full, it was in transition, he hit Braxton Key in stride on a fast break pass that was very impressive. Coming down the floor, pushing the pace, hitting Livers for a 3, him getting to the rack, finishing with his left hand, getting fouled to convert an and one, that step back 3 he hit. It was just, he was taking over, and it looked like he was going to go off for 40 points in the Summer League. Ivy is a stud, and I'm not real concerned about his injury right now, to be honest with you, because it just rolled it. I've rolled my ankle before. You just ice it. It'll be good to go within the next couple of days. I don't think we're going to be seeing him much more in the Summer League, but that's all right. I've seen enough of Jalen Ivy to know what I'm going to, or Jaden Ivy, to know what I'm going to be getting out of him. I keep getting Duren's first name and Ivy's first name mixed up. There's Jalen and Jaden. Yeah, makes sense. Anyways, but Livers went off yesterday, and that's very exciting, and that's very encouraging for our bench. Livers was a second-round pick last year. He was a baller for the University of Michigan, but he hurt his foot, so he probably would have been drafted earlier in that draft. And that's a steal for Troy Weaver to find for the Detroit Pistons, because you know what this means for the Pistons, how deep our bench is going to be. So our starting five probably going to be Cade, Ivy, Sadiq Bey, Stewart, and Duren. Probably Bagley, you might have to throw Bagley in there because of the money you paid him. But if Bagley's coming off the bench, our bench is looking really solid, especially if you have Killian Hayes coming off the bench. Killian Hayes last year was really starting to find his role in the NBA, becoming like a 6-man. And if you have him running the offense off the bench, you have Corey Joseph, who's a bench for Peasants. You have Hamidou Diallo, who was really coming on last year. You have nothing but like buckets on your bench right now, and that's very exciting. Because when Cade's like sucking wind, and Cade can't really go that much more, you're gonna have someone that come in and not really be much of a difference. Yes, there's a difference between Cade and our bench player, but you're gonna have someone that come here that can hold his own, get us a bucket here or there. That's what Corey Joseph was doing when he was starting for us at the shooting guard this year. So our bench is gonna be looking really solid. Jalen Duren, man, this was such a steal. I know I said it in my last video, but Jalen Duren is a steal right now, especially when he starts playing with Cade, because look at what these point guards are doing that aren't probably not going to make the team or barely going to see the court. He's catching lob passes, he's creating space, he's hitting Braxton Key on a cut pass late in the game, he's rebounding, he's kicking it out to Isaiah Stewart. This is fun to watch. This is the best center I've seen the Pistons have in a while. He's better than Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond may have been a better rebounder, and that's where I'm getting at into the next part of this video. That's where the Pistons are struggling, and that's why they blow late leads. That's why they blow big leads, because they can't rebound. They don't put an emphasis on rebounding. That's something that's been really frustrating and struggling for the Detroit Pistons the last couple of years. I know it's Summer League right now, but you got Isaiah Stewart in there, and you got Jalen Duren. There's no reason for late in the game that those small guards or small forwards on the Washington Wizards should have been getting those rebounds and making it that close in the game. However, the Pistons did win that game. They did close it out. They blew that lead, and they were up by 1. They finished it out, and that's all that matters. But they do need to get better at finishing games out, and they do need to be better at rebounding if they want to compete for things this year. Not compete for championships. We're getting to there in the next couple of years, but competing for a play-in tournament spot, for competing for the 6, 7, 8 seed. The Pistons have got to rebound this year, And what I was going at with the bench earlier too is Braxton Key's been balling out. He was playing for us late in the season last year due to all the injuries. But if he could be a role player off our bench, I'd be all for that because he's been balling out. And it's just more pieces on our bench to keep us rolling in games. Because when we take our starters out, when we take Cade out, when we take Ivy out, when we take Sadiq out, I don't want to be like, oh, here comes our bench, here comes the other team to come in with a big run, and Cade, Sadiq, and Ivy got to come in and play from behind. That can't happen this year. That's something the Pistons got to nip in the butt from rebounding and having your bench be a lot better than what it has in the last couple of years. The Pistons have only been 7 deep in the last few years. Now you're gonna probably be 8. You're probably gonna be 8 to 10 deep this year with Livers, Saban Lee, Killian Hayes, Bagley, or Stewart, and Isaiah Stewart hitting some threes again yesterday. So this is not like a fluke from the other day. He was hitting a big three. He hit a big three last night. They got a rebound. They kicked it out to Isaiah Stewart, and he wasn't like hesitating about it. He just let it go, and it was pure. That's an encouraging sign, and the Pistons are looking real good. Hopefully we win this summer league, and hopefully Jaden Ivey's injury isn't that serious. I don't think it is. I think he's going to be fine, but I don't think we're going to be seeing him much more in this summer league. But it's your boy T signing out. Let me know what you thought about this video. Comment down below. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Do what you got to do. It's your boy T signing out. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video.